Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lenovo at CES and your host, Matt Zielinski.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to CES 2019 here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Matt Zielinski, and I'm the president of Lenovo North America's Intelligent Devices Group. This personally marks my 12th CES in a row, but my first with Lenovo badge, so it's extraordinarily excited to be here with you, and I can tell you that we are all super excited to showcase with you today some of the next latest and greatest technologies that we're bringing to market. And the beautiful thing about what we're showcasing you today is they truly show off our mission, which is very bold and very simple, and that is to be a global leader in driving intelligent transformation. Look, here at Lenovo, we are relentlessly focused on transforming the way people live, the way people work, and the way people play. And we're maniacal about developing technologies that truly unleash, unbridle, and unshackle people to reach their full abilities. Whether you're a Fortune 500 user, whether you're in the classroom, whether you're a traditional consumer, Lenovo technology truly improves people's lives and is changing the world. And that, my friends, is exactly the definition of what we mean by intelligent transformation. Look, I think we are in an extraordinarily unique position in the market to be leaders in this intelligent transformation. And in typical Vegas speak, I can tell you that we're all in. And only Lenovo can do this across such a broad spectrum of devices. Whether it's our Moto Z3 with Moto Mods and being first to market with 5G, whether it's with our data center products, empowering the world's largest supercomputers and most vast and largest organizations, whether it's through our award-winning line of PCs and workstations, with our ThinkPad brand, our Yoga and Legion products, whether it's with our smart home or smart office products that will appeal to both consumers and commercial alike. We are absolutely all in on driving intelligent transformation. We can do it across the full spectrum of IT, and we're going to show off some of those new technologies with you here today. Look, as a PC manufacturer, a lot of this, potentially most of this is impossible without the work of a lot of our ingredient partners. And I know today we have at least two with us, Amazon and Google, that have been paramount in bringing some of these technologies to market with us today. I've probably already taken up too much time talking. Let's get into the meat here. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce to the stage Matt Beretta, who is our VP of Consumer Marketing for the globe, to talk to you about how we're going to transform how we play. Have a wonderful show. Stay hydrated. Matt, over to you. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Well, hi, everyone. I'm excited to be the first up to talk to you about all of the new innovation coming from Lenovo. At Lenovo, we really focus on trying to listen to our customers. It's about having a two-way street of engagement to understand what are their needs, what are their wants, what are the challenges in their outside life that we can help them to overcome. And that's where we really leverage technology to bring new experiences to the marketplace that we really believe people will value in being able to bring more productivity and really just more fun. Because at the end of the day, that's what we strive for with technology. It's supposed to make all of our lives better. And so that's what Lenovo, where we'll really try and hone in on things. So today, you're going to see a lot of great new technology coming from Lenovo. Across our PC line, you're going to see smarter PCs. You're going to see smarter tablets. And you're going to see continued growth from Lenovo in the smart home. I'm going to kick things off talking about a lot of our PCs that we're bringing to market. So I'm going to introduce to you three new PCs, three new Yoga PCs, 2 Legion, and we're going to have a line of accessories that we're going to be able to touch on as well. So like I said, it all starts with the customers. It starts with our influence. It starts with our audience and trying to build and engage with them. So first up, our Yoga line. Our Yoga line is built around bold innovations, refined craftsmanship, and premium experiences is what we try and bring to life with these devices. So with this line, I'm going to introduce to you, we're going to have some of our smartest PCs yet. So I'm going to start things off. I'm going to introduce the S940, Yoga S940. This is a new ultra slim device, incredibly thin, incredibly light, 12.2 millimeters on this device. Incredibly thin. My smartphone with its case on it is thicker than this. That's how amazingly thin we've been able to get incredible computing power into something so slim. 1.2 kilograms, very, very light, and then you're also going to see a 4-sided narrow bezel. All around a great product. 8th gen Core i processors, optional 4K display, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos speaker system, all in such a small, light package. But we wanted to bring additional innovation to this device as well. So one of the new things that we're going to be introducing on this is it's going to be the first PC in the market with actually a contoured glass. So you're going to have a beveled edge that's going to wrap around the screen that you've seen in some other categories, but yet to be able to see within the PC space. So a first from Lenovo with the contoured glass, so that we have both a smart and a beautiful device. So let me tell you about how this device is possibly the smartest PC in the world. So with that, we're introducing the Lenovo Smart Assistant. So this is a bundle of 8 different smart features that we leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning to be able to provide optimization, better experiences for you as a consumer. So we start this out with security and privacy. So we've integrated into this device an IR camera to provide great security while making it simple to be able to log in. So now my face is able to open up the device as opposed to having to remember long passwords. We have things like an alert capability. So if I am working on my PC and someone is lurking in the background, looking over my shoulder to see what I'm working on, it'll actually give me a silent alert that I'll know that someone's looking in on my privacy, on my information. It has an auto lock function. So in the same way, if I look at the device and then I look away, the screen's actually going to go dark. And then when I look back at the device, it's going to trigger to be back on again. So once again, my privacy, my information is always sound and protected. And then lastly, on security and privacy is also going to be then a personalized voice experience. So we've worked with Amazon and we've worked with Microsoft, so we have Cortana, we have Alexa, both on this device. But we're going to allow you on the S940 to be able to have a personalized experience, so only my voice is able to activate that response. As opposed to some of our shared smart home devices, you want to be able to have it as for the full family and for everyone's voice to be able to be recognized. I want this device, this is my personal computer, and so I want that personalized experience for it to only be able to respond to me as opposed to being triggered by others. We then built on top of that productivity features. So we took security and privacy, now we're building into productivity. So now with simply a glance, I can look for my PC and I can move the application I'm working on there to an external monitor. So simply by moving my eyes, by changing my glance, it's going to be able to move that element I'm working on to that external monitor. If I'm doing a video conference, it's going to be able to have a blur function so that when the camera is taking in me, it's actually going to blur the background. Because what's important on the conference call is me and our conversation. And so we'll have that capability to protect the privacy so you don't have to worry about if there's clutter, if there's information in the background I don't want others to see. It'll also be able to drown out ambient noise so that, once again, focusing on my voice as the end user. And lastly, it'll have a real-time language translator so that now if I'm talking with my colleagues in China, I'm able to have real-time translation on some of the things that may be harder to express in the English language. They could be able to express that in Chinese, and I'll be able to get real-time language translation to understand what they're looking at. So a host of 8 smart features that we're going to be adding to this device to make it one of the smartest PCs on the planet. This product will be available in May, and it'll have a starting price at $14.99. Very exciting new technology from the smart home, or smart devices. Next up is going to be the Yoga C730. So we have a Yoga C730 today, but we wanted to stretch it one step further. And so with that, first for us, we're going to be introducing an AMOLED display into this. So you know from Lenovo with our ThinkPad line, we had an OLED display in the past. We wanted to be able to drive even better viewing experiences into the consumer space as well. So we'll be introducing an AMOLED display that will allow you to be able to get more color range, so up to 3.4 million colors. 170% more vivid, brighter display than what you're able to get out of a standard LCD with this device. So now when I want to be able to watch a video, I can shout out to Alexa of, hey Alexa, pull up the basketball highlights from last night, and I'm able to be able to access, or excuse me, I want to be able to pull up Netflix or watch a video. I can ask Alexa to be able to pull up that video, and now in rich, vivid display, I'm able to see that information, see that experience, get deeply immersed within it. This will be available in April in a number of select markets. Third from our Yoga line is all about digital content creation. So a lot of you in the audience, I see a lot of photographers, I see videographers, a lot of you being artists, designers. Being able to have a device that's right for you is often challenging to find within the marketplace today. So Lenovo went into problem-solving mode. How do we deliver a better experience? How do we give you a new form factor with a lot of these Lenovo Smart Assistant functions to provide this great experience? So I introduced to you the Yoga A940 desktop. So with this device, this has a dual hinge capability to be able to allow it to go vertical or to come all the way down to a 25-degree viewing angle. If I want to be able to use pen, I want to be able to do sketching, drawing, annotation, I've got that flexibility. It has 4 different speakers within it, so I'm able to get speakers both from the monitor as well as within the base. Leveraging 4K display, leveraging Dolby Vision to give an amazing viewing experience. Dolby Atmos speaker system to be able to give that sound. So if I'm working on video editing, I've now got an incredibly rich display. I've got amazing sound to be able to go through that, all in one device. It also even has a wireless charging pad over here on the side. So underneath this device, over on this side, is a wireless charging pad. So I can place my phone to be able to have it charging while I'm doing some of the work. But what really helps this device to stand out is that actually we have, you can see the Lenovo Precision Dial that's over here on the side of the device. So with that, now with 2 hands, I'm able to be able to work. So I'm able to have my pen in the one hand, and I'm able to leverage the dial on the other. So if I decide I need a paintbrush, as an example, I'm deciding between a pen, a pencil, a paintbrush. I'm able to scroll to be able to select on that. I can then select further to go into what size of paint stroke do I want to be able to take with that device. Select all that, all on the fly while never sitting down the pen, not having to go through menus with my pen to be able to scroll through. Now with 2 hands, I'm able quicker and easier to be able to have a more enriched, a better creation type of environment. This Lenovo Precision Dial is going to work with Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, Lightroom, and across the Microsoft Office suite, giving digital content creators a new way to create, a new way to bring their visions to life. This is going to have up to 8th Gen Core i. It's going to have AMD Radeon RX 560 to really give you tower-level performance. This is going to be available in April at a starting price of $2349. So 3 new Yoga devices, an all-in-one, a convertible, an ultra-slim, all getting smarter, richer experiences. So now let me transition into gaming and show you a little bit of what's new there. So 2 years ago, we launched our Legion line. So our Legion line really focused on devices that are able to offer stylish on the outside and savage on the inside. We got to that insight by talking to users, talking to influencers, understanding what is it they want to be able to do with these devices. And we found a sweet spot within avid gamers. These are gamers that spend about 8 to 10 hours a week enjoying something that's a passion point. It's not their life. It's not everything that they do. It's something that they experience as a passion. And they needed a device that looked great when they went out into the world and they went to the coffee shop, the library, whatever else, but also had the horsepower and could have fun when they're in gaming mode. And so we built to a beautiful design that I'll introduce here. And so this is the Yoga Y740. So with this device, you're able to, of course, have RGB capabilities. You're able to have dual thermal system that allows you to be able to have 4 vents, 2 on each side, 2 in the rear, to be able to keep this unit cool, keep that processing running at an optimal level. Because when you're running so much horsepower, you're running high graphics, high endurance type of activities, you need to be able to keep the device cool in order to get the optimal performance out of that. So we're taking this beautiful design that we have with our product where you get a very clean look. So when I want to be in game mode, I can have all the RGB lighting, I can have all the performance I need, but when I want to go out as well, I can tone that down and just have a little bit more of a stylish, more of a minimalist type of design to be able to have out there in the world. But we needed to jack things up. We needed to have more of the savage that we strive for in the device. So on this device, we introduced all new graphics processors. So you're seeing some that were just announced on Sunday by NVIDIA. And we're going to be bringing that new generation of graphics processors into our laptops in the gaming space. So this is the Y740. We have a 15-inch and a 17-inch. The 15-inch is going to have the GeForce RTX 2070 Max-Q on this device. On the 17-inch, we'll have the RTX 2080, really serious graphics performance on that. And then on the Y540 15-inch, we'll have an RTX 2060, allowing you to hit a number of different price points based on your commitment level to gaming, based on the performance, based on the capabilities that you want within that device in a very sleek and amazing design. So optional 144 Hz Full HD. You can see narrow bezels. I mentioned the cold front thermal system. And we even did nice elements where we put the ports to the back of the device with lighting across that so that it makes it easy to be able to identify those ports, but yet keeping all those cables away. Keeping the heat, pulling in from the side and exiting that to the rear, once again, to keep that heat away from me. Give me a better experience. Make it more fun. That's what gaming is all about, having some enjoyment. On top of that, this is with the Y740, this actually has a 100% anti-ghosting keyboard with the Corsair iQ RGB keyboard. So backlit, lots of fun, strobes, different lighting. You know, what is your rig? What does your gaming command center look like? Do you have a certain color? Are you all blue, all red? Do you want the strobe? We offer those different capabilities on each one of these devices. Plus great things like Dolby Vision, optional NVIDIA G-Sync, Dolby Atmos speaker system, all the performance, all that horsepower that we all love within gaming. Okay. So the Y540 15-inch will be available in February, so just around the corner at $1,749. The Y714 17-inch larger screen will be available in February at $1,949. The Y540 15-inch in May, a little bit further out, sub-$1,000 price point on that. Amazing level of gaming performance at a sub-$1,000 price point. But gaming's not complete without having the right peripherals, the right accessories around it. You, of course, need the hardware, you need the processing in that, but it's about the experience. And so with that, we're introducing a new mechanical keyboard. We're introducing a new mouse that has additional buttons on that to be able to give you macro commands from the mouse, RGB lighting on that. 2 new headsets, one that's 7.1 surround sound, another in stereo, and then 2 beautiful new monitors. The Y27 GQ monitor and the big one that I fall in love with, the Y44-inch widescreen monitor. So a curved 44-inch screen to really get you immersed and deep into that gaming experience. So when you want to do true gaming and you get wrapped around a 44-inch screen with a 7.1 surround sound headset on, it is a gaming experience like you can't believe. So amazing new products. 3 new yoga devices, 2 Legion devices, and a strong gaming peripherals lineup. All of these devices, we're looking to deliver on smarter PCs, more powerful, because that gets us to more productivity and more fun. And like I said, that is what we're looking to do with technology. How do we make you more productive? How do we allow you to have more fun? How do we get you to a better life is where Lenovo focuses at the time. So now I'm going to go ahead and introduce David Rabin, and he's going to introduce you to our commercial lineup and talk more about that.
Thank you, Matt. Got to take that away. All right, so Matt and I have a little bit of a friendly rivalry. Matt manages the marketing globally for our consumer products. I get the enjoyment of doing it for the commercial products for business customers. I've always thought I had the better job, but seeing that gaming portfolio, I've got a 14-year-old gaming son at home who's probably going to ask me to switch jobs for a day to grab a few of those products, Matt, so I might need to hit you up for that Y740. So Matt did a really interesting job talking about some of the devices we're seeing in the consumer world around entertainment, productivity, and of course these gaming machines that are savage on the inside and stylish on the outside. In fact, I might want to steal that line for some of our consumer products. And what you're starting to see is a little bit of a mashup of what the consumer world is bringing into productivity. You're going to start seeing the commercial world is bringing into that style, into that design, into that creativity. And we'll see a little bit about that today. Because for years, we thought of business customers sort of as this one-size-fits-all universe. They need a device to do their job. pretty generic way to approach things. Well, we're changing it up a little bit, and we're looking at two core trends that are impacting our SMB and commercial customers. First, as you see on the screen here, business is really happening everywhere. And if you haven't been in a traditional office in quite some time, cubes, offices, large conference rooms, that world is dead. What you're seeing is an era where people can literally work anywhere. And so offices are reshaping themselves with huddle rooms and co-working spaces, cafes and libraries, other types of collaboration zones. But work never just stops in the office. Work is happening when people travel, hotel rooms, airplanes. Work, of course, is happening at home in your personal space where you do your work at home. So we're seeing this trend of how do people collaborate when they're not in an office anymore, and what powers that is great technology. The second is that devices are really no longer these one-size-fits-all, and these users are demanding great technology. Now, we call it a digital wardrobe, everything that you use to power your life, and at the core is your PC. Well, we just happen to make the best one, and we've been doing it for about 26 years. Of course, I'm talking about the legendary ThinkPad, the #1 commercial PC in the world. Last year, we shipped 11 million ThinkPads. That's 11 per minute. And the last 26 years, we've shipped 140 million ThinkPads. So it's no wonder that people consider the ThinkPad to be the ultimate business PC. But what about this ThinkPad X1 that you see here? Back in 2011, we created the X1 to be the best of the best. Everything we knew about design, engineering, durability, reliability, productivity, and more, we put in an X1. And when you see ThinkPad X1, you're getting the best of the best. Today, I'm delighted to introduce the next generation of ThinkPad X1s. We're going to start with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon 7th generation. This is the world's lightest full-feature 14-inch commercial notebook. Comes in at about 15 millimeters, 2.4 pounds. But what's interesting about the X1 Carbon is that it's actually made from carbon fiber. It's a little hard to see out there, but we had customers tell us, if you're going to make it with carbon fiber, show us you're using fiber. And so on our premium X1 Carbon 7th generation, we've actually put a carbon weave on the A cover, on this top cover here, so you know that you're using one of the best materials, thin, light, and strong, to power this device. Now, the other device that we're going to launch today in the ThinkPad X1 family is the 4th generation of the ThinkPad X1 Yoga, which is, of course, our 2-in-1 device. So Matt introduced 3 amazing members of the Yoga family for consumers. This is our Yoga offering under the ThinkPad X1 line, 4th generation. Now, this one we took a little bit of a different spin on this year. Also got it down to 15 millimeters, still under 3 pounds, but we had customers asking us to come up with a different material usage. So we decided to go with aluminum for this, and this is an aluminum, an iron gray chassis. Now, aluminum presents some challenges, though. Aluminum is heavier than carbon, but we wanted to have the same strength with the same thinness with a lighter weight. We were actually able to take out between 10 and 15% of the footprint and the weight. This is a really interesting design challenge, though. We had to move antennas, we had to shrink down the motherboard, we had to overcome challenges in a number of areas around weight, strength, thermals, and signals. And when I talk a little bit about the specs, you'll see why that's important, because we didn't want to compromise and give up some of the full features that we're able to get into this device. So what makes the X1 different? What makes it a premium product? How does X1 separate itself from the rest of the industry? And this is all about listening to customers, ongoing improvements, and ultimately impacting for a very positive user experience. Now, what's interesting about this is you're going to start seeing this coming together of what Matt talked about on consumer with commercial devices. Now, why is that? Because commercial customers, the end users and businesses, they don't want just a business tool anymore. So we have to give them some consumerized features. For example, performance and mobility. We're using the latest Intel 8th generation CPUs. amazing graphics, and we're also using the latest advanced wireless WAN, and I mentioned that we had to do some antenna tweaking in there, but what we're doing is building an always connected device. And when I talk about things like far-field microphone technology and Cortana and Alexa, I can now talk to my connected standby machine from across the room and tell them what to do. So we're really making laptops a lot more usable, a lot more like phones than we ever have in the past. Just like Matt in the consumer devices, we're working with Dolby for amazing Atmos sound and 4K vision. And why is that important? Well, again, most of you probably flew here today from your homes. You probably did some work on your laptops on the flights. You might have even watched a movie. You might have even done some content consumption, maybe even some content creation. So again, we're putting in powerful displays and amazing audio to really enhance that experience, even though it is a ThinkPad commercial device. Now, what is a ThinkPad if it doesn't have amazing durability and reliability, spill resistant, drop proof, and military specification tested, so we don't have to worry about damaging a laptop? Again, end users are pretty bad on their devices, especially since they don't own them. I am not the lightest person in the room here today, again, but we're making really, really robust, durable products for our customers. And finally, with security. We've loaded up our X1 family with ThinkShield, which is our premium security offering, protecting the device end-to-end from most threats. Now, security, of course, is one of the top concerns we're hearing from CIOs today. And so I want to explain a little bit more about what's going on in the world of IT and why this ThinkShield product matters so much. There is a lot of change happening around a sophisticated workforce that's mobile. They're doing things on their devices that previous generations never did. Faster, more user-centric deployments and platforms. What that means is using tools like Microsoft Autopilot, this device never has to go into the hands of an IT department. I can ship this right to an end user to deploy themselves. But if I cut out IT out of that, I'm potentially opening up some security challenges. Regulatory compliance requirements like GDPR. Many countries now are making it very, very tough on companies that get hacked. The proliferation of smart devices. This is my personal Moto laptop that I bring into the office. I've got files here that belong to the company. I access the company email from this. So the company really needs to think about how do I secure this device. And then threats that start even before the product makes it into your hands through components and supply chain all the way up to disposal. So we've developed something called ThinkShield, which protects the 4 most common areas that companies are getting breached or hacked. The data, the identity of the user, your online activities, and the device itself. And Matt actually talked about how some of these types of features are making their way onto consumer devices. Things around my ability to have the camera know it's me and no one else. The ability for the camera to know if someone's gazing over my shoulder and alert me of that. We've also got a Think Shutter. I can shut the camera off right away if I'm worried about that. And over 100 other security tools that we put on these devices. And with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon 7th generation and the ThinkPad X1 Yoga 4th generation, we've now made our most secure PC ever. All right, so that's enough for commercial. To talk about the final set of announcements today, I'd like to invite up Yao Li, who's the VP and GM of the Smart Devices and Tablet business. Yao Li?
Thanks. Hello, everyone. I'm Yao Li. Lead the smart device and tablet business in Lenovo. I think everyone already see our latest lineup, our PC, accessory, monitors. They are smarter, they are powerful, and more intuitive than ever before. They are designed to transform the way we work and play. Beyond that, we are also continuing broadening our portfolio to enable smarter life. As part of our intelligent transformation vision, our goal is to enrich customer lives inside and outside home to smarter, more intuitive and convenient user experience. With several leading platform and new form factor coming, we see the choice lie in front of customer to choose. And we believe in giving the power of customer to choose. Let customers choose the best ecosystem and form factor to suit them. Today, we are very excited to announce 2 new smart devices. and one in collaboration with Google Assistant and one in collaboration with Amazon Alexa. We are proud to have both our partners with us today to launch our new smart devices. In partnership with Google, last year, we bring to the market the first Google Assistant-powered Lenovo Smart Display, crowned the best smart display in the kitchen for 2018. Since then, it's gone to the best-selling third-party smart display in the world. And today, we are continuing to build our smart home family with the new launch of brand new smart device category together with Google. Many of us lead a busy life between work and family and try to fit in regular exercise. Life can be really stressful. Unfortunately, a lot of us have to sacrifice sleep as a result. Working with Google, we are creating a brand new smart device category, specifically designed to help enable better sleep in the night and kickstart your morning every day. Naturally, it's the best device for your nightstand. Introduce the new Lenovo Smart Clock with the Google Assistant. It is an incredible, convenient morning and nighttime companion. When you are ready to go to bed for sleep, it promotes the behavior that supports more restful sleep. In the morning, it gradually wakes you up to kickstart your morning every day. The Lenovo Smart Clock supports voice and touch control in a compact 4-inch IPS screen, which is perfectly meet your nightstand, with a full fabric and soft touch covered. It's such gorgeous device to perfectly fit your bedroom decor. It's small but mighty, packed with a 6-watt full-range speaker with a 2 passive radiator to power your morning with news and music. And it will answer all your questions visually and absolutely feature parity with any Google Assistant smart speaker, like a Google Home and Google Mini. Here to share more on what Lenovo Smart Clock can do, I'd introduce our partner, Chris, to the stage. He's Director of the Product Management for Google Assistant. Welcome.
Thank you, Yao. Thanks so much. Thanks, Yao, for inviting me and for working with Google so closely on this new product. As Yao mentioned, my name is Chris Turk. I work on Google Assistant's ecosystem products. My job is to make sure that the Google Assistant is at a high level of quality, consistency throughout all the devices that it runs on in the world. So first, I'm excited to be back in Las Vegas. This is our second year in Las Vegas, but it's also only about not even 2.5 years that the Google Assistant has even existed. So if you think about the speed, the rate of adoption, and the market success we're having, it's pretty incredible to think about. From the very beginning, the Assistant's really been about helping you get things done that are important in your day, in your daily life and activity. We're really focused on making it the fastest way, simplest way to be able to accomplish tasks that are important for you. In your home, in your car, on the go. And as I mentioned, we've made some really good progress against this goal. So the Assistant is available by the end of January. It'll be available on over 1 billion devices, which is an incredible amount of access for us. We've had, in the last year, 4 times the growth in terms of active users on the platform. The Google Assistant now works with over 10,000 connected home devices, partners as well, all of which you can control from Lenovo Smart Clock and other devices. So, as Yao mentioned, we work very closely together on the Google Assistant Smart Display, the first version of it. And so they were the perfect partner to work with us on this new smart clock, this new reinvention of this category. So we'll give you a few more details about what's going on in the clock. First of all, the device is really tailored for your bedroom. And what I mean by that is that while the design of the experience was actually done by the same team that did the smart display, it's been very focused and intentional on the experiences that you're going to want in your bedroom. Winding down at night, waking up in the morning, running through your routines. You're not going to be doing much cooking or recipes on this device, at least I won't. But you're going to want to have a great experience when it comes to automation, when it comes to playing music. So the device itself is small and sleek, as Yao mentioned. It's got a beautiful fabric cover on it. There's no camera. Of course, many people don't want a camera in the bedroom. I certainly don't. So the device just doesn't have one at all. It includes on the back a USB port that allows you to charge your phone. So without having more cables and chargers and wires, we've been thoughtful together about making sure you can do the things you need with the device. The interface is very simple. We could have taken the Smart Display interface and just kind of crammed it down, but we redesigned the interface to be inspired by and congruent with the Smart Display experience, but also appropriate for a screen of 4 inches in size. So you can just swipe to see the important information and control your media, be able to understand what you're doing with your weather, where you're driving in the morning. So it's really quite simple. It's also, when you're getting ready for sleep, it's perfect for helping you do that. So you can control your smart home. It's important to know that the smart clock actually does everything any other Google Assistant speaker does. So of course you can ask it to turn on your lights or turn off your lights. Of course you can listen to music, audio books, podcasts, anything that you can do on a normal Google Assistant speaker, you can do on the smart clock. You can even group it and control cast from it as well. And of course, routines are very powerful on the device. We've added the activity, the assistant, to be able to associate a routine with a good morning or a good night command. So in this case, when you wake up in the morning, when you're winding down for sleep, you can have it turn off the lights. You can have it guard, arm your Nest Security Guard or any other security system that's compatible with the assistant. You can have it play some relaxing music for you as you fall asleep. So routines really become powerful on this as well. We've also done a lot of work to make sure that the device is very respectful of the light in the room. It has, of course, an ambient light sensor on it. And as it gets darker and darker, not only does the device dim the actual brightness of the display, but it also changes the colors. So we worked actually quite hard to make sure that you can always see and read the numbers, but you're also never bombarded by light that keeps you awake. And finally, it's the smartest alarm clock in the world. So we've got new alarm suggestions that are Google Assistant powered. So if you don't have an alarm set for tomorrow, but you've got something on your calendar, the assistant's going to suggest a time for you to wake up. Now, today that's based on your calendar and some of your past information, but soon we'll be adding the functionality for the assistant to actually consider in traffic, weather. These are all things that we normally do when we think about what time I need to get up to in the morning, but the assistant can do these things based on a bunch of information that it already has access to. So alarm suggestions will be available on the smart clock, also on other assistant platforms as well. It also has gentle wake up. So about 30 minutes before your alarm goes off, the device's colors will change, it'll get brighter, a little more yellow, sort of softly wakes you up. And at the end of the 30 minutes, the alarm will go off, but your room will be lit up like the sun with sun colors and helping you wake up naturally. And when the alarm goes off, you don't have to find a touch target on the screen and tap snooze. You can actually just hit the thing. You can tap it on the top, tap it twice, and that dismisses the alarm. Tap it once, and it snoozes. It's a really neat feature on the device. So, you know, with Lenovo, I think we've reinvented the alarm clock. It's definitely the smartest alarm clock ever built. It's really tailored for simplicity and getting the things done that you need to do on your platform, in your bedroom, and it's very respectful of privacy, which is, of course, really important for us. So it's really helpful when you're getting ready for bed, when you wake up in the morning, and overall, just a great product. So thank you very much, Yao. Yep.
Thank you, Chris. We are very excited to launch the Lenovo Smart Clock on deep collaboration with Chris and his team in Google. The Smart Clock is available for $79.99 in this spring. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
So as we mentioned earlier, part of our intelligent transformation vision is to enrich people with a different form factor and different smart service to best support customer needs. Today, smart assistant and AI technology already transfer a lot of the device to be smarter. There are smarter TV, smart speaker, and smart display. And we just announced a smart clock. But what's the next one? We never stop. Today, we are very excited to add one more offering in our growing smart portfolio. As many of you know, we are continuing to challenge the status quo of a tablet category quite well. We launched our first Yoga tablet built-in the projector. And also we launched the first dual display and e-ink built-in Yoga book C930. We are continuing work. When we design a tablet, we know the tablet design is for media and entertainment. But our customers' research show only average 1 hour usage for our tablet user. Means the rest of 23 hours, they're idle in your home. Today we thought, on top of the make the 1 hour usage powerful and wonderful, so why not we deliver the actual benefit to our user by leverage the idle, the 23-hour computing power, touch screen, associated with a new and powerful voice engine. Now we are excited to introduce the new Lenovo Smart Tab, a line of first ever 2-in-1 tablet and smart screen powered by Alexa. The Lenovo Smart Tab attached to the complementary Smart Dock and immediately transfer to a smart screen with Alexa. It offers the versatility of full-feature Android tablet when you handheld, and the convenience of the Alexa voice and visual assistant experience when docked. Now, any household who own a Lenovo Smart Tab, they will get a 10.1-inch tablet with power build. It has a hand-turning dual glasses design, all metal framing and nasal bezel, surrounding with a 10.1-inch stunning Full HD display in such thin and light form factor. It has a 4 front-facing speaker, best used the Dolby Atmos to deliver the best and great entertainment experience. And also, we enjoy the fingerprint feature to enable customer, every member in our family can have their customized the experience and applications. And more important is the Smart Dock. The Smart Dock is the Smart Dock with a two-speaker tone by Dolby, with a balanced stand to better usage of your touch experience. Also with the 3 microphone rail to offer your far-field voice assistance around the home. So with your perfect tablet and dock in a Smart Dock, we will deliver the actual benefit to customer with the smart home experience associated with Alexa Echo-like experience. To share more about our working together with Amazon and share more Alexa experience for our Smart Tab, let's welcome Pete Thompson, Vice President of Amazon Voice Service.
Great. Thanks, Yao. It's great to be here. Hello, everyone. As Yao said, I'm Pete Thompson. I'm the Vice President of Alexa Voice Service. What that means is it's my job to help developers bring the magic of Alexa to all of their products. And we're very excited to, again, be working with Lenovo. You saw the announcements on their PC line. This is really exciting, though. This is one of our biggest announcements here to really show what we're doing with bringing the Echo Show to an Android tablet. So very excited about the multifunction value proposition here. Before I get into it, though, I wanted to give a little bit of context into Alexa and kind of where we are. First of all, we're all about customer choice. So what that means is we want customers to be able to choose where and how they access Alexa. It's always been our vision that it's not just Amazon devices, it's anything, and we know that we're going to have to work with partners, that's going to be the vast majority of devices over time. We wanted to first work on getting that voice assistant, sort of voice-first design right, but then work on the dev tools to be able to provide great partners like Lenovo to pull out that magic and to create products and innovate in places that we wouldn't even think to do that. The other thing is flexibility. No matter where you go, Alexa will provide meaningful experiences that make your life easier and more convenient. We just recently announced there's now more than 100 million customers who have made Alexa part of their daily lives. Over the last year, we've seen the number of active daily users double, and we've also seen the number of households that have more than one Alexa-enabled device also double. So you see that the customer momentum is happening. Devices like what we're sharing today, I think many of you are going to want. I certainly do, and it'll be a good complement to other Alexa-enabled devices. We see this expanding not just in the home, but also in the workplace, as well as anywhere you go, including cars. You'll see a lot of those announcements throughout this week. This is, as I mentioned, this is a really big effort for Alexa and what we're doing as a service, not just a product. And we always knew from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to do it ourselves. And so we spent a lot of time building the developer tools, working with partners to really get this right. And companies like Lenovo have been our best partner to really drive this important role of providing a broad, diverse portfolio of products. We believe voice is the most natural, convenient way to interact with technology. And Lenovo recognized this also very early and has been working with us. So let me get into talk a little bit more about this specific Lenovo device and really the unique value proposition. As Yao mentioned, it's not just a tablet, it's also has the full show mode. It's the first product to launch using our new visual SDK. We announced that back in September. It allows developers to take the experience we offer, the complete experience we offer on the Echo Show, and extend it to all kinds of screen-based devices, from tablets to TVs and smart displays. The result is an incredible tablet with Alexa built in that can easily double as a standalone smart screen. There are now more than 150 products with Alexa built in, but Lenovo is the first to incorporate the rich visual experience of show mode. This will allow you to see and hear her responses from across the room when the tablet is in the dock. And because Alexa is also built into the tablet itself, customers who are on the go have access to everything they're used to with Alexa. They can play music, they can check the news, they can control smart home devices, and they can access more than 70,000 skills. This versatility is exactly the type of innovation we love to see on behalf of our customers. It's also one of the reasons we're again collaborating very closely this past year with Lenovo to build a brand new voice experience. Yao, thanks again for all the hard work we've done over the last year to launch this and including us in your show, and I can't wait to see customer reactions.
Okay, thank you. So thanks, Pete. Our Lenovo Smart Tab comes with two models. One is our mainstream. Smart Tab M10, and another is Smart Tab P10. Both of them are light, versatile, full feature with Android tablet with the 10.1-inch starting display, and Dolby Atmos support for binge watching your favorite show and also keep your kids engaged in a restaurant. When docked with the smart dock, it transfers into a Lenovo smart tabs that enable smarter living at home with the Alexa show mode. We believe the Lenovo Smart Tab will be a great challenge to the status quo of a tablet category and bring the smart life to the family. The Lenovo Smart Tab P10 is available for $299.99, and the Smart Tab M10 is available for $199.99, with pre-order starting next week in Amazon.com and Lenovo.com. All the price is including the tablet themselves and also the smart dock, as well as Amazon Alexa service. So Thanks everyone to coming here, join us, see our new product. And we are very excited to share with the world and here in the CES. Now take the chance to see and demo our new product here in the room. Thank you. Have a nice, great CES. Thank you.